The ATF is at it again, trying to rewrite laws for their own anti-gun agenda. This time, they're trying to tell me that gun ownership is just a hobby. Yeah, maybe to the rest of your family or friends that don't own firearms or believe in the Second Amendment like you and I do, it seems just like an expensive hobby. But listen, I'm just as guilty of scrolling down Brownells or whatever website is giving me a great deal on guns or gear. So I'm not throwing any stones inside this glass house at anyone who spends more than they probably should on guns. But what the ATF and most anti-gunners don't understand is that owning a firearm is about honoring our history. Our forefathers believed that this government, built on defending individual liberties, was worth fighting the largest empire in history. Hi, I'm Ben, and you're watching the Minuteman Moment.
Okay, as you know, the ATF is finalizing a new rule in just a few weeks on who needs to get an FFL.
As part of this change, they're trying to sneak in that the only valid reason for owning guns is for hobby or for personal collection. Now this is ridiculous, as it doesn't say anything about the right to keep or bear arms as a hobby or personal collection shall not be infringed. But who can blame the ATF? When you're the tyranny that the founding fathers warned us about, you'd probably want to rewrite history and laws to hide that away. In fact, that's exactly what the ATF is trying to do when they're passing this new rule. The current law on who needs to be a dealer excludes 1. Occasional sales or purchase of firearms for a collection, or occasional sales or purchase for a hobby, or a person who sells part of their personal collection. Now the ors I mentioned here are important because it means that a hobby and a collection are two different and valid reasons to be able to sell and purchase a firearm without a license. What the ATF is trying to do here is combine a collection and a hobby together and limit it to specific reasons like historical value or study. Now, I love forgotten weapons just as much as the next guy, and I don't want Ian to stop doing his videos. But limiting the Second Amendment to just historical guns for research purposes is a blatant misinterpretation of the founders' intent. And kind of in the same vein as people that say the Second Amendment is just about hunting, what the ATF is trying to do is dilute the true meaning of the Second Amendment. The true meaning is to have an armed populace that can defend not only their families from criminals, but also from enemies, foreign or domestic. The natural right to self-defense against criminals who want to harm you or a government who wants to control you is more than just a hobby or a pastime. It's a sacred duty to ensure that we truly are free in this American experiment. That's exactly why I'm going to ask you to submit a comment using our tool in the description to help fight back against the ATF's revision of history and law. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with all of GOA's latest fights for your rights. And for all of you members out there, be sure to check out your latest email from Kaylee, where she goes over all of the great Black Friday deals we did with our partners.